Everybody, and welcome back to Hex Token Channel, Superman Crypto, and Pulsechain YouTube. And of course, we're going to be giving you all the updates around Pulsechain, so it's going to be a lot of fun. We've got a couple of projects that we're updating about today. Obviously, PulsePot is the headline one that's launching tomorrow. That is the world's first peer-to-peer crypto casino, and of course, it's been on BNB. It was launched there first, waiting for Pulsechain, and now it looks like it's going to be launching on Pulsechain. It was one of the Sacrifice projects as well. So everyone will get their PulsePot tokens as well if you sacrifice for that. So it's going to be a bit of fun, and I look forward to see the operator. We'll cover that later on. We also got some news around Portal X and Power City and the official Pulsechain bridge. Talk about that. We also got some big news around Hocus Pocus. You don't want to miss that one. That's going to be pretty cool as well. So stay tuned. And of course, we're going to cover all our usual market updates and of course get paid for our Hex mining. Sounds pretty good to me. We got Lies Beneath the Truth in the house there. How are you today? Very good. Hex, EHEX, PLS, PLSX, and Incentive for the Win, 100%. That is the golden strategy. And we will be, we got Matty Allen's holding his big Hex Pulsechain conference next week. So that's going to be a bit of fun for the community to get into. Apparently over 100 influencers in the space and community members will be on that show. So it's going to be a lot of fun, I'm sure. And of course, they're going to be doing it AI with multiple languages. So it's going to be amazing being spread out after that. So some really groundbreaking stuff there. Should go very, very viral, I would say. We've got Impro in the house there. Let's go. Absolutely. We've got Brian in the house there. Sup, folks? Good to see Brian, our community leader. Big shout out for everything that Brian does. Pulsedemic as well. Morning, guys. Good to see you, Pulsedemic. Crypto Dan. Hey, guys. Good to see you in the house as well. Evening, Superman and family from Academiciated in the house. Good to see you. And PDI on the move, says Crypto Dan. Yeah, well, we're going to be watching PDI. It's definitely something that's going to be pretty fun to see. And we have been following that pretty closely. And, of course, a Tropa contract as well. So it's going to be fun for that. All right, without further ado, let's get into it, folks. Let's get into the main event. And, of course, see how the stock market's going. Stock market is here. Before we do, though, we've got Red Squirrel jumped in at the end there. Oi, oi. Hey, good to see you, Red Squirrel, again. And, of course, let's deep dive into the results of the markets overnight. We had the last day of the week, the first week of course, the 2024. And we had a lot of red days in the stock market after we had that big rally in Christmas. And, of course, we had quite a few pullbacks today. But Friday is actually a small win. So a small green day for Friday to finish off the week as well. So kind of cool. We got the Dow there is just up slightly, 0.07%, 25 points to 37,466. We got the S&P 500 up 0.18%, 8.5 points to 4,697. And we got the Nasdaq there up 0.09%, 13 points to 14,524 with all the tech companies in it, right? We got the volatility index has gone down. The US dollar is holding around 102.14. The US dollar is going to be a very important measure moving ahead for various reasons, especially with the interest rate pivot in the U.S. economy. So we're going to be looking at that too. Looking at the commodities, West Texas oil is at $74 and Brent oil is at $78.86. Both of them are up a couple of percentage points today. Gold is at $2,052, up $2.60, and silver is $23.38, up what's that, about 20 cents there from silver. Now, some of the interesting little pullback we had this week in the stock market. One of the commentators there, Greg Bult, head of U.S. equity and derivative strategy at BNB Paribas, said for now it probably looks like a healthy correction for a market that was overbought at the end of last year. In other words, it reached its bullish target. As we know, we've been watching Tom Lee, fund strat manager, who was the only one that was actually right amongst all the major surveyed investment houses. So I think that was pretty good. And that's the one we followed. So it's kind of good. Moving to crypto, BTC is down 0.5%, but still up very strong level, $44,250 US. And we've got crypto dominance of Bitcoin at 50.82%. Ethereum there is down 0.5% as well at $2,270. Not quite broken out into altcoin season. Teased us a couple times, but not quite there yet. The 2400 mark. We want to bust through the 2400. And we have teased it, but not quite got there. Solana, which has been a bit of the star lately, is down 5.5% at $99.81, so just below $100. ADA is down 6%, and AVIX is down 6% as well. What else there? Some of the ones that will benefit from Ethereum, of course, with the Protodank sharding testing, which is happening this month, is Optimism. That is down 9%. Might be something to look out for maybe next week. Keep a lookout for that. And of course, Arbitrum as well is the other one that will benefit from the Protodank sharding upgrades. Obviously, just testing it this month. We covered that the other day. That's kind of it. A lot of red coins in the mix there today, but that's pretty much it. So let's move on. BCH actually managing to be green. So $240 for BCH. This is probably a little honorable mention there. Let's get into the Bitcoin chart though. This is our Bitcoin chart, and this is the daily on Coinbase. We see that we had been holding the 20 EMA very well. We had a little bit of fake out there, maybe to catch the longs out, maybe to get a bit of liquidation activity there. And of course, it was a 5,000 down day that day, but we're back up at 44,168 and still looking very good in this chart. What's that little butterfly doji happening there? And of course, yeah, we've still got a couple of days to go until the Bitcoin ETF. So that's still ticking away ahead of us. How many? About 4 or 5 days away for the Bitcoin ETF. Basically, either between Wednesday is the 10th of January, but it could be as early as Monday, the 8th. Now, there were more rumors again today about Friday being the approval, but it doesn't seem to be the case as well. So many rumors running around all week, just trying to get people. I don't know what they're trying to do with those. Anyway, Monday to Wednesday next week looks like the most likely, with January the 10th being kind of the firm date there. 90% chance. We have some bullish news around the Bitcoin ETF, so let's check it out and go to the update here. So SEC moves closer to Bitcoin ETF approval with a 19B-4 amendment filings. I know you guys love these SEC filings here. Yeah. Some ETF analysts have speculated full approval of the spot Bitcoin ETF could come before January the 10th deadline for a proposed investment vehicle from ARK Invest and 21 Shares. As you guys know, there's about 13 Bitcoin ETFs and about 7 or 8 Ethereum ETFs now. The United States Securities Exchange has begun accepting filings for exchanges and a sign towards approval of listing a spot Bitcoin ETF. So now you got the exchanges coming into play, right? Coinbase, of course, going to be one of the key ones, and that's bullish news, right? So on January the 5th, 19B-4 amendments were filed for spot Bitcoin ETF applications from asset managers BlackRock, Valkyrie, Grayscale, Bitwise, Hashdex, ARK21, and Invesco Galaxy. The filings are one of the last stages in the SEC approval process, but S1 documents must be completed in order for US exchanges to begin listing shares of investment securities with direct exposure to crypto. Some experts have speculated that final approval for the Bitcoin spot ETF will drop before January the 10th, the deadline for an offering from ARK Invest and 21 Shares. A potential approval could mean greater adoption of crypto in the US and worldwide, of course. James Steffert, Seifert, one of the people we've been following, said there's the first 19B form, and of course that's some of the source material there for this article. You can see that they're pretty cool from NASDAQ as well, kind of cool. And that's pretty much it. So moving ahead, we're getting pretty close, and it's looking even more positive, right? So 90% chance there, and some good evidence that we've got the final steps of the process there for the SEC. So fingers crossed it goes good. And of course, will it be buy the rumor, sell the news event? What happens if the 10% scenario comes in? Then it's definitely going to be sell the news event. But yeah, that's kind of the play at the moment. And of course, we probably won't get a lot of them officially launching to a month later, around the 10th of February. But we're going to have all these marketing desks. Imagine it, the biggest investment houses, at least the ones, particularly the ones that are supporting the Bitcoin ETF, like BlackRock, are going to have their marketing desks working for us for years to come. And of course, that means getting on the biggest amount of private money in the world. And maybe even some sovereign state money flowing into a Bitcoin and, of course, into the altcoins. It's going to be a lot of fun. So that is where we are at the stage. Let's jump over to Ethereum. Ethereum there is at $2,267 there, just trying to get back over the 20 EMA at the moment, and that's where we are, 2266. So we're kind of sitting in the middle of this channel in here. That's kind of where we are at the moment. That is Ethereum, which leads us into Pulsechain. We're going to cover day results for day 238. Before we do that, though, let's get back into the chat here. A lot of people are still on holiday, of course, this time of year. It is the 6th of January, can you believe it? Already 6 days into 2024. It's pretty crazy. We've got hi, everybody from Sandy Beach. Big shout out. We've got Red Squirrel there with the summer beach flag as well, although it's probably winter. I don't know where you are, Red Squirrel, but if you're in the United States, then it's winter time, isn't it? Christmas time, winter time. New Year's time. What's up, Hexkins? Good to see you, Tin Top. What's up? And welcome to the chat. All right, let's get back into it. Pulsechain, and we got the results for day 238. We got Pulsechain at quadruple 0557, up 2%, 56% of the sacrifice price. We got PulseX at that moment, quadruple 0151, up just under 1%, and that is at 15% of the sacrifice. That's the mean sacrifice price, of course, at the moment. And the buy and burn keeps going up and away. Look at that. 633,420,000,000 PulseX has been bought and burned, part of the superior tokenomics of the PulseX Pulsechain combo. And we're now sitting at 3.09% of public supply has now been bought up and burned. So that kind of matters more longer term as we move forward. Obviously, taking the supply off the market is a big deal. We are waiting for the big juggernaut Power City Earn protocol. That is a fork of liquidity that's going to collateralize PulseX and take more PulseX off the market and issue our third native stablecoin, Pulsechain PXDC. And of course, we've seen that Pulsechain liquid loans USDL has taken #1 spot out of all stablecoins on Pulsechain, including the bridged-in ones like PDAI, or at least DAI, I should say. Sorry, EDAI, I should say. So DAI from Ethereum. And of course, that's a huge thing. And last time I checked it, was sitting at around $25, $26 million in USDL. So what's PulseX going to be? I think it's going to be huge, and it's going to be fun to see that. And of course, the lending amount is only $500. So it's a lot more likely that even more collateral is going to be taken up there by the retail book, which is going to be pretty cool. Incentive token there is at 48 cents, up 1%. The ratio is at 8,000. I think it's 8,835. I can't quite read it here. But anyway, we got the total amount of supply. We just hit 21 million incentive tokens. So we just hit that amount. That's how much has been emitted from the PulseX farms. We looked at that about 2 days ago. The buy and burn, the burn, I should say, through TRH protocol. The same developer, of course, for PulsePot, which we're going to talk about later, is 117,000 incentive tokens. And of course, maybe when we get a DAO or something like that, maybe PulseX and incentives is going to be interesting to see whether there's a lot of extra value in holding those tokens. So it's going to be fun to see. Single-side staking, of course, other things like that. We'll see. Sometimes we've got to see how the master magician plays his cards. It's going to be interesting to see as we're moving into a bull market cycle. Obviously, still skeptical about amount of Bitcoin that could potentially be dumped. So let's see how he plays the market there. All right, we've got Hex at the moment is at 8,300 of a penny, up 2.13%. So it's the star of the day. I said to you, don't be careful selling. I know people selling their Hex and stuff, and we've seen a lot of early in-stake penalties and lots of stuff. Be careful what you wish for is all I'm going to say. You can't. Hex is probably going to move at some stage. Obviously, a lot of people are looking for a market maker to make that happen. But hey, it might just happen when you least expect it. So we'll see how we go there. That is where we are on PHEX, and EHEX is at 4,500 of a penny. Combined price of EHEX and PHEX is 1.29 cents at the moment. That's kind of the day results for day 238 on Pulsechain. Pulsechain here, of course, had a EMA cross printed here on the chart. You can see that. And of course, it just got printed, and so that is a bearish signal. But it might be a fake out too. So we'll keep looking out for that. We could potentially keep coming down to somewhere like 5,100 to test that and bounce off, right? Because we had this wedge and we've broken out of it. We had a bullish cross that got closed out pretty quickly into a bearish cross. Obviously, we had the Bitcoin pullback, right, as well a couple of days ago, and that's impacted the chart. And of course, we've got a few other issues going on as well out there that may be competing with Pulsechain a little bit there. And of course, there we are at quadruple 05579. So we'll see whether we retest this little wedge and then bounce off and off to glory. Eh? That's how we rock and roll. Now, obviously, with the chart here, we've got PulsePot already about to launch tomorrow. So that's the big news at the moment, and we're going to be covering that later on. So that is Pulsechain. The RSI is down at 42, so pretty cooled off there. So a good chance maybe we just come back a little bit more and then bounce off. We'll see how we go there on this EMA cross. All right, so that PulseX at the moment is at the bottom of the Bollinger Bands. The Bollinger Band is tightening, and it is still on a slight uptrend, even with the pullback here, with the arcing. But we have got, I don't know if we've got a confirmed cross in there. We've got a confirmed bearish cross there. So see how low, see if it's a fake out. Hopefully it'll be a fake out there, and away we go. We're currently at 42 on the RSI, so lots of room to move on the upside. That is pretty much it there. What's that else? Then we've got Power City, of course, coming up as well. So that could change things quite a lot. Incentive token there at 48 cents. The ratio is, let's see, 8,630. So I think I said 8,800, 8,630 on the ratio to Pulse. So that's how much Pulse you get per one incentive token. Moving to PHEX. PHEX also has had its EMA cross minted, and it was a bearish one a couple of days ago with the BTC pullback. And maybe we'll cool down here. We also broke that little pennant there, that resistance, and of course maybe we'll bounce off this. It's always a chance we might go down to 7,700 or something like that. We'll see how we go. Or this is going to be a fake out here, and we've already come down to the bottom because we've already had a couple of days on the move down, and it's a way back up again, and that'd be a short little bearish cross back into a bullish EMA cross. That'd be pretty cool. The RSI, of course, is pretty cool. Let's have a look at the RSI. Very cooled off here down at 36. A lot of room to move to the upside. And, of course, we've got the MACD. It is bearish, and so we're kind of looking at for it to top out, really. But like this tops out here and comes back down. We'll keep looking out for that too. That is PHEX. Moving to EHEX at the moment. EHEX at 4,500th of a penny. Pretty similar story here. Quite less severe, though, on the bottom side. So this is a good chance this will be very short-lived, and we'll be back on the upside. At the moment, the RSI is very cool down at 36. So let's see how we get on next day or two. That's pretty much it on the hexes. And let's go to the validators. The validators at the moment is at 50,444. So that has gone back up. We've got 1.61 trillion off the market. That's about 10% of the public supply. And, of course, validator store there from David Feder is dominating that with 55% of validators gone through there. The other thing, of course, is that David Feder has recently launched with, I forget the name of the place, but they've launched NFTs for validating. If you can't afford 32 million Pulse, then you can get a whole ton of NFTs. And I think it's 64 NFTs for one full validator, but you can just get a couple, whatever, if you want to earn a bit of Pulse. And it takes about a day or two before they start earning. They've already done 8 validators. That's how much NFT interest they've had. And I'll probably do some coverage on that soon. So stay tuned for that. Looking at the gas prices, of course, we're down 112,000 beats. 0.2 of a penny for a PulseX swap, 1/100th of a penny for a Pulsecoin transfer, and 400th of a penny for a PRC20 transfer. We're 6,800 times cheaper than Ethereum, and it costs you $15 at the moment. And this is during the holiday period for Ethereum. And we're at $15 to a swap, 39,000 times cheaper than Bitcoin. And why does this matter? Well, obviously because Pulsechain has a lot of DeFi rolling out, and is really the DeFi leader. That gives two things. One is compounding, and number two is profit sharing. We have a lot of projects doing profit sharing as opposed to onto a lot of other chains. So it's a great place to be to do business on the old Pulsechain. That's pretty much it for day 238. Let's get into the Pulse other categories. We're going to get into top PRC20s, and we can see that PDI is, in fact, on a run. And someone mentioned that earlier. I don't know who that was, but someone mentioned that earlier, and that is true. PDI is on the rise there, and it's certainly going to be something fun to watch here. We're up at 00073, and a nice little pump there. We've got a higher low in place as well. What did that get in at 0004600, and up our way there on our PDI. So look at that, looking actually a lot better actually. Man, is that about to break out to the upside? I mean, it's just got to break this level really, and away it goes. So keep a lookout for PDI. Can't keep it down. Will it ever get to 1 cent, 10 cents, $1? We're going to find out. Treasury Bill is up 9%. Wrap Bitcoin is another one to watch, and that is at $53. And that is currently sitting here. Now, look how many times we've been around $90, $113. Look how many times we've been up here. And currently it's at $53 at the bottom of the range. Is this a reasonable probability that you could just buy this and almost get a 2x on this without even thinking? That's going to be pretty interesting to see if you're buying down here and it just goes back up to like $100. That's basically 2x. So that's interesting. Food for thought. What else we got going on here? We got Atropa there up 47%. This PDI Atropa relationship is it's I was going to use some weird analogy, but we'll just leave it at that. That's at 0.00644 on the upside as well. So go PDI and Atropa. They can't keep them down. This is the way it goes. Pepe at the moment is up 9%. Shib, however, is down 2.8%. Those ones there kicking away. Let's have a quick look at Pepe and have a look at that. Pepe just moving sideways at the bottom of the range, but is on an update at the moment. So right in the middle of that range there is the old Pepe. What else is going there? I think that's it. Plutus is up 12%, and a few others there. What else there? Curve, very low liquidity, 3.3 thousand, but is up 32% on Curve at the moment. So there's always a chance to find out some of those little top PRC20s. Let's go to meme coins, our third category, and let's see how we're going. Access Alive back up 9%. That's another influencer in the space, of course, TA specialist as well, and that coin's doing pretty well. Note Token from Randy Alaski, another influencer, is down 2.2% today, but it seems to be holding at the moment. That is Note Token. Let's have a quick look at that one. Yeah, just on the downtrend at the moment, but it seems to be holding, maybe slowing down. We'll see how we go. And of course, will they get anything of support on the 9-inch there? We'll see. Reflex Mega, sorry, is down 3%. Reflex there is up 9%, and that's pretty much it on there. Dodge is up 23%. So I think it's the Jeff Kadakis one from TrustSwap that is up 23% today. So a nice little pump on the old Dodge there. What else we got going? Dre Vons, more token, another influencer in the space, is had a big super rally, got a bit of a pullback a couple of days ago, is back up again, 12% at the moment, 12k liquidity though, and of course if you look out further afield, that is the full chart to give you a full context of where that has been on that one. And I think that's it almost. Hex Orange address is up 22%. Have a quick look at that. I think there's ABIT's one, right? That is up a little bit there, and that trend is looking pretty good. It's actually a pretty solid looking price curve there for HOA. So it just shows you if you do hunt down the gems, you can find ones that are holding up in price. You just got to be very, very good at assessment there. But there we go. That is Hex Orange address, and of course they specialize in viral marketing, right? Viral marketing. That is pretty much it. All right, they're very small liquidity on those last couple of pairs though. Just remember that. And getting to the main event, drum roll, please. I wish I had some drums. There we go. Let's jump on. Bam. All right, so this is the main event. This is the Pulsechain projects that have launched on Pulsechain. And, of course, we've got PulsePot launching tomorrow. We're going to cover that in a minute. We've got some minor gains. These are the biggest liquidity pools at the top. We've got some minor gains there. Let's see if there's anything that's a standout. Up token is up 5%. That's related to the liquid loans, of course. Pulse Reflection's up 3%. Let's see what else is doing there. 4%, 5%. Internet Money up 5%. Daytona Finance up 5%. Communist up 33%. That's got 11k liquidity in there. Yeah, once we go under 10k, there's the 10k pairs now, so they're getting much more liquidity. Kira up 7%. Water up 6% there. And a Burn up 5%. So a bit of movement in the TRH protocols from Jacob's ecosystem. And that is pretty much it there at the moment. All right. That is the main event. So there are other categories like GameFi and stuff, but we're going to leave that out. And of course, stable coins as well. They keep ticking away. Let's have a look at USDL though on the stable coins. Actually, that's the wrong one. Let me have a look at where's the liquidity pool? 8 million. So USDL has $8 million in liquidity in there at the moment, pegged at $1. So performing very well. Look at that peg. It's doing pretty well on the peg there. That yellow line is the peg. $8 million. What's got in there? $4 million in USDL and 72 billion in Pulse, performing like a boss. As old liquid lines doing a very good job. That leads us into PulsePot. Before we get to PulsePot though, let's catch up in the chat and see who else has jumped in there. See if there's any other questions and stuff. We've got Joey Torres in the house. Hi Joey, good to see you. Posting the emojis as well, looking good. We got Big Kahuna as well, posting the emojis. A big Kahuna. Ramon Carrillo is here. What's up, family? And we've got John Gibbons as well. Is PulseX working okay? Seems to be working okay. I'm not sure aware of any issues there. I haven't logged on to it today, but I'm pretty sure. Let's have a look at PulseX. Bam. Look at there. I haven't doing any transactions on it, but it seems to be okay. Seems to be up and running, so looks all right. You can use Patias, John, and that will do routing, and that maybe that will fix any issue you have for the moment. It's a good way of doing it. Also, MEV bot protection. Yo, Chair Suit Man and RH family from sunny Dominican Republic. Hey, Umberto, welcome to the chat. Always a pleasure. Sandy says PulseX is working for Sandy. Nice one. Who else is in here? We got Brennan in the house there. Hey, all. Icosa has been doing very well. Yeah, that's another category I actually don't cover enough, which I should do, is the derivatives. So Maximus and Icosa Hedron. I've got to remember to cover those in the future. Umberto says, yo, Lies. Yeah, Lies always drops the alpha in the chat, so it's pretty cool. All right, let's get into it. Let's jump back into the PulsePot update. This is the big update today, and it's going to be launching tomorrow. So tomorrow's going to be a more important day, but we'll get there in the end. Bam. All right, so PulsePot, as you guys know, we've been waiting for this. It's one of the big sacrifice projects, and no update on their X social platform, but they have had an update on their Telegram. So if you're looking for an update, go to their Telegram to get all the latest. Now, if you know PulsePot, they first launched, the anticipation was they'll launch on 5 EVM chains. Obviously, Pulsechain hadn't launched for a long time, so they ended up launching BNB pot on BNB chain first. And of course, they got a lot of their product development up and running now. It was a lot harder than people think. This is really the frontier of DeFi, and it is extremely difficult to do the world's first peer-to-peer crypto casino on DeFi. You got to do a lot of price calls and stuff like that. You got to make sure the contracts are tight so they don't get exploited and all sorts of things. There's lots to deal with. This is really, really clever, smart stuff, and this is really cool to see coming to Pulsechain. Now, they obviously got jackpot games. I'm not sure how many of the games we're getting straight up, I think. But it's subject to the Fetch Oracle, if you remember. That's why PulsePot had been delayed as well, not just after the Pulsechain launch, but waiting for the Fetch Oracle, which Liquid Loans launch before launching Liquid Loans, of course. And of course, there we are. We've got Jackpot, we've got Roulette. So Roulette's going to be coming, and we've got Powerball there as well. Now, some of these will be launching on day one. I think it's 3 of them. Jackpot definitely in the play there. I can't remember which the other ones are. Will be launching. But we'll bring you that details tomorrow. Fortune Wheel, of course, will be launching. Kind of cool. And not sure if Sports will be out. Sports is not even out on BNB. And Price Calls. So Price Calls, yeah, I think Price Calls will be out. I just can't remember, but I remember someone saying the 3. I just can't remember what they were. I think it was Jacob on one of our interviews was talking about that. So yeah, I was hoping to get Jacob on obviously before the end of the year last year for that 3rd show to cover all these projects, but hasn't managed to get contact with me. Hopefully we'll have something later on in the new year for that. But that is where we are at the moment. So this is going to be launching on Pulsechain, and everyone's going to get their PulsePot tokens. And of course, Kavita here, Calvit DeFi, who is a big on the Pulsechain community there, posted out a post earlier. PulsePot, the long-awaited DeFi protocol, is here. Well, it's going to be here tomorrow. Play with your favorite coins and tokens. Staking, of course, 1 million supply, so similar to what we had on BNB pot there. Trusted team that delivers. Obviously, Jacob and his team have been delivering. Obviously, BNB pot was delivered, so delivering that. And of course, TRH was also delivered as well, and was one of the most successful launches on Pulsechain until the unfortunate code error. But apart from that, V4 is coming up for TRH in the future, so we'll be covering that too. Tech Love by Chainlink, obviously on the BNB side, but on Pulsechain it will be using the Fetch Oracle, which is our DeFi Oracle launched by Liquid Loans. So that is kind of cool post there. Now Paul Hines, if you know Hines Crypto, he's a smaller YouTuber, but has been out and about in life. He also posted a pretty cool competition here. PulsePot video competition. Submit a video for a chance to win. Here is how to enter. So if you want to enter this competition for PulsePot, definitely do it. Make a video and post it on either YouTube, Twitter, X, or TikTok, your choice. Share the video in the PulsePot Telegram with hashtag video competition next to it, and then retweet this post. So you can do that. And the video competition is going to be making a video using YouTube or Twitter. Share the link, etc. Contest ends January the 10th at 12 p.m. So that is only a couple of days away. What's that, 4 days or so? So the prizes are 100 PLSP. These are the PulsePot tokens on Pulsechain. 75 PLSP for second prize and 50 PLSP for third prize there. So that is the competition. So if you want to participate in that, definitely do that. I'm going to retweet this out and, of course, give you a copy of that competition. So that is PulsePot coming up there. You don't want to miss that, of course. PulsePot, bam, and competition. Now, Heinz is one of the two moderators, I think it is, for PulsePot on Telegram. So he's also covered BNB Pot in the past. So that's who Heinz Crypto is, if you're wondering. So there we are. That is the link to the PulsePot competition. Yeah, participate for that. Now we've got a couple of comments about this I can see in the chat, so let's get to that. Fast Abdul says jackpot Powerball game for the first 3 to 6 months. That's what Fast Abdul is saying. Jackpot and Powerball. So that would be jackpot here, and it would be Powerball. So I'm pretty sure there's 3 though. Fast Abdul. I know that is subject to the ramp up of the Fetch Oracle, which has to ramp up as well. Not only yeah. So we'll see how that goes. It will only be a jackpot and Powerball game for the first 3 to 6 months. Sandy Beach says, oh yeah, I'm staked in BNB Pot lol. I should probably check on it, says Sandy Beach. That is that. So that is what's coming to be launching tomorrow on Pulsechain, but the Pulsechain version. So they'll have different branding, of course. And that is some of the news there on that one. So that is stuff that's very exciting. So that is the PulsePot update, and we'll be covering that tomorrow. Of course, hopefully, I think it will probably launch by the time we have our live stream. We'll see how we go. The other thing, big deal is, and this is a big deal, I think, this is in the DeFi on Pulsechain, Hocus Pocus is going to be coming soon to Pulsechain, the Master Wizard, which is going to be pretty cool. All farms under one hood. In other words, all the other DEXs farms will be under one place. You can go have one place to find your best rates of return. You don't have to go to every single DEX, you know, Daytona, PulseX, whatever. You don't have to go to them, and they're going to all be under one hood if you want to use the Master Wizard, which is coming to Pulsechain soon. So this is pretty cool. And we've got play the little video here. These are basically, every little tab is one of the pools/farms, and at the top left it's got the different farm on it. So PulseX is, in this case, we'll play a little bit of this video. You can see how many of them are across all the different DEXs. So let's check it out. So just pausing it there, you can see this one here is Daytona DEX. So it's got different DEXs, all the farms from those, pretty impressive. So there we are. So that's going to be one place you can go and see where all the yields are, and you can chase down the best yields. So that's why I said very important protocol, very important information places. The Master Wizard will really help you get the best yield, and you can decide, oh, maybe I got some tokens here. What is there a yield for this? Going to put it somewhere that's reliable and get a good yield, while you'll be able to use this wizard to do that. So that's pretty cool from Hocus Pocus. It'll be a lot of fun. And Bundo says, don't forget, starting tomorrow, 4th annual Hex conference is in Bundo. There we go. And Ramon says, what's that site? Well, it's Hocus Pocus hasn't launched yet. Yeah. Sandy says, Hex Token, are you doing the Hex conference? We shall see, Sandy. We shall see. That's a mystery package. All right. Apparently there's supposed to be over 100 influencers there. I'll copy this and post it in the chat there if you want to check it out. This is going to be pretty cool. One-stop place to go and find the best yields. Sounds pretty good to me. I know people are after yields in crypto. It's part of the game, part of the making the mad gains, being in the best yields, especially at the beginning of a bull market. So that is Hocus Pocus there. You can go follow them and yeah, wait for that. It's not actually launched yet, I don't believe. I don't think it's actually launched, this particular aspect here. Coming soon on Pulsechain. There we are. That's going to be launching soon. So definitely keep tabs on that. That leads us into the third big update. So we'll talk about PulsePot and Hocus Pocus and the Master Wizard. Now we're going to talk about Portal X and Power City. So Portal X and Power City, I haven't got their post from X social platforms, so I'm sorry about that. But they are going to be they're integrating the official Pulsechain bridge into Portal X, which has got 0 fees at the moment, right? So both ways. Now, when you're on the Ethereum side, of course, you've always got the claim fee. So no doubt Portal X will be incorporating that, is my guess on that one. So yeah, I'm not sure how they're going to do that, but that's still there, the Ethereum fee on the blockchain. But on the Pulsechain side, the validators pay for the Pulsechain fee, which is very small, right? Very, very tiny, incy-wincy. And so the bridge, they pays for that on the bridge. But with Portal X integrating, that's really cool. So at the moment, Portal X has this little, like, looks like little pools that you can do, a couple $100 worth of Pulse and Ethereum back and forth. And the rates can be in your favor or not in your favor, depending on how the small pools are working. But with and of course, change now here. but they used to use OKX, so you could do big numbers, right? Because they just route through OKX, the central exchange. But that went against DeFi, right? OKX is very controversial. DEX, a centralized exchange anyway. And of course, yeah, so that's what happened there. But they're going to be incorporated the bridge through Polterwax. So that's going to be really, really important. So I'm glad to see that. Just another front end really for people to be able to use. So yeah, I'm not sure when it's activating, but they've talked about that. That's on the X post today on Power City, so you can check that out. So those are really the big 3 pieces of news today. Hope you guys enjoyed that. And you can check out Power City X for their actual official post there, but that's basically the idea. All right, Hex.com, should we get into it? With 36 minutes on the hour, so doing it pretty fast today. Hex.com, check it out. Buy Hex on Ethereum or Pulsechain, and then burn it for T-shares. T-shares are your T-share miners, basically. Let's check out the results today. I'm not even sure they're going to be out yet because I'm so fast through today. We're waiting for day 1495 for Ethereum. That is not out yet because I'm too fast today. And neither is Pulsechain, which is normally out first. I'm too fast for that too. That's what happens when you're on fast mode, apparently during holiday period. That's just the way it goes. So we might come back to it quickly. Let us know if you've got any questions in the chat there. We might get to a couple of those. We've got a few minutes to spare. I don't know what are you laughing about, Sandy? I'm not sure what that is about. Let us know what you're laughing there. Is that something that was posted there by Lies Beneath with the cats or something? I'm not sure. All right, yeah, pretty quiet in there today. What do we got there? Yeah, the big Hex Pulsechain conference is starting. That's coming up with Maddie Allen. Maybe I should bring that up quickly and we'll talk about that. Where is that? Or maybe you're laughing at my comments. Maybe you're laughing at my comments about the Hex conference. I didn't think about that, did I? Maddie Allen. I don't know how to spell that. Let's have a check. Maddie Allen. Maddie Allen. Maddie Pulsechain conference. I don't know. Let's look. I'm trying to find this thing. Pulsechain conference. Let's see if it comes up with anything. No, it's some really old stuff. Maddie Allen. There we are. That's what I was after. Maddie Allen. And what do we got there? All right. So, bam. Let's get into that. All right. So let's have a look at this. This is. Have we got the full? Let's see if that's. All right. So let's have a look at that. Let's pull it up. Got a couple of comments in there. And Berta says Hex relisted again today on CoinMarketCap. Really? Evil Pooh says, what is a PulsePot? It is the world's first peer-to-peer crypto casino. In other words, a full DeFi casino, which is run just on, you're just interacting with the contracts. It's not like Bitfury or any other thing like that where you've got a centralized team running everything. So yeah, it's just you and the blockchain. Pretty good though. All right, let's get into it. We got extra element. So we got the Pulsechain. We've got a different format. Let's go to this one. That's okay. Well, you can't even see the thing when I'm blocking it. But let's try this one. No, can't even see that. Let's get rid of the banners. It's easy to do. Get rid of the banners, and this is the all the influencers that are going to be, and community members. There'll be some community members that are not influencers and they're not actively doing YouTube or X or whatever. Or Twitter for that. Oh, sorry. What is it? I forget the name of it now. All right. So we got Saturday, the 6th of January, and Sunday, the 7th of January, and Monday, the 8th of January, Tuesday, the 9th of January. Those are the 4 days we've got there. So we've got different content there. Let's have a quick look at what they are. We've got Hex Skeptic first meetup on Saturday, so that's kicking off tomorrow. This is US time, of course. Johnny Chaos and Dr. Lamont Black. So he's the guy from the movie, from the Highest Stakes movie, the critical economist there. So he's with Johnny Chaos. Panel 1, How to Hex in 2024. Let's have a look here. I'll zoom on this, see if I can a little bit more. It's going to have Nerd Girl, Adam Stokes, RH Max, and Access Alive for panel 1. Panel 2, testimonials, 24 speakers, 2 minutes each, solo or with Maddie. Now, that's going to be funny if they have got 24 speakers. That's a lot of people to try and run through in that space of time. So we'll see how that goes. That should be entertaining. We got 9 o'clock there, thanks to Liquid Loans, donor talk. So Liquid Loans is actually a donor for the Hex conference, which is the 4th one, right? So that's pretty cool. It is a sort of a Hex Pulsechain conference. Then after that, you got Talk with Walrus. I am a yellow cake, and I have no idea what that means, but that's with Walrus, the growth banner for liquid loans. And then you got Pulse and Hex with KDP in there, and then you got the Power of T-Shares, 4th edition. Keynote there, ABIT, what's it, KSB Line, Hex is the way, Bloom Bum. And then socials is after that. They always do socials at the end, open to all 9 speakers there, so it will be entertaining as well. Sunday, let's have a look here. So any of those that I'm really keen on, maybe the Walrus one from Liquid Loans, that looks interesting to me. Yeah, that's probably the one that I'd probably be trying to check out there. What else there? Day 2, Hex Derivatives, founder feeder for the win, Alex McFerrin and Dipcatcher. That's definitely a must on day 2. That'd be a really good section to check it out there. Hex Derivatives, don't miss that one. Panel, language leader, Drury Hex, Carrera, Georgia, Sticky Guy Win, Maddie Allen. The next section is Sunshine, Crypto 7, Hex Travel, Suzanne Hexkin, Donor Talk there, Love.io. And we haven't actually seen Love.io launch, right? It's a social platform for Pulsechain. I haven't heard anything about them launching yet, so that's something worth to follow up. DCA, Hex Fire, so that'll be another one to get to. So it looks like we've got a couple of sessions that I'm keen on. These are my suggestions, of course, because I really like that sort of stuff. Panel, Hex is Real DeFi, RG3 Crypto Cabana, what's that, Code Deek there, Brother KDG, Brother K, is it KDG? I thought it was just KG. I don't know about the KG. Then in the afternoon, or in the evening there, 10 p.m. evening, Billionaire Mindset, Corey Geary, Robert Allen, Dollar Cost Crypto Funding Gym in there, the $1 billion mindset there. Then finally, the socials at the end, 9 speakers. That gets us to Monday. So let's have a look here. Monday, we've got in the morning, 6 p.m. in the evening there, onboarding to Crypto Coffee, Fashion Coder, Corey Costa, and Mike the Investor. Then we've got Talk with Hex Scouts. That's Hex Scout. I guess there's that Hex Scout there. So that might be quite good. That's on the Hex Scouting app that you can use to manage your Hex stakes and stuff like that. Hex Bottom is in, Buckamentals. So that's from PH Universe. Now, they've been very successful launching all the forks on the Pulsechain, like Aave forks and famous forks, GMX forks, I should say, and things like that. So that could be pretty interesting. Hex Bottom is in. I know a lot of people care about the price, so it might be one you want to watch there. Talk with David Feather and Gamma DevOps. You don't want to miss that. So it looks like Monday is going to be absolutely chock-a-full, particularly in this section here. These 3 items look really high value to me, so definitely check that out. Then we've got some meetups with SJ Wild, ABIT Hex there, Will Stevenson, and Blake Hexkin. Then we've got Talk, Crypto Heartbeat, and what's that in there? Hex Token, it says. That's a talk there. And of course, another one there, looking to Hex Dorado. That is the next talk there on Sunday, or Monday, I should say. I think that's Tuesday, New Zealand time. Hex Mental Health there, Hex Photographer, Maddie Allen. Then the keynote is going to be Cellular ROI. Audrey DeGray there, longevity, and all that sort of stuff there, so that you can. And then you got socials after that. So definitely, what did I like out of there? I like the morning talk there as well, and I do like this one here with Crypto Heartbeat and Hex Token. Apparently, that's going to be really hot. That's going to be amazing in there. That's all the alpha drops in that session. That's going to be alpha session. All right there. Then we're going to go to day 4, Tuesday. And of course, we got what's that? 6 p.m. is the starting time. We got lock and roll strategy. That's ASICs Alive. That'd be pretty interesting. We got Donor Talk. Donor Talk Hex LP, 9-inch Hexy Bastard. Then we got Heath Genesis Wales, Maddie Allen. What else there? Onboarding to Hex, Toby Warren, Kareem, Whitney, and Ben DeBard. And then we've got Hex and Crypto History, Randy Alaski, and Hex Tangent Talk. Toby Warren, Kinetics, and Big Kowalski there. That's the highest of stakes. And then we got to talk the highest of stakes, RG3 and Mikey. What else there? We've got Power Panel, Access Alive, Westcott, Hex Monkey, and Cultivate Crypto. Apparently, it's the Power Panel. And a keynote there, Richard Hart, a Rewind or New Material. So I'm not sure what that's going to have. Will Richard be there? I don't know. It makes sense that Richard would be at his own conference. He is the founder of it, after all. So we'll see whether Richard is there. We got the socials there, 9 hexkins there, and the year ahead. So that is kind of the play there. They have got the list of the speakers at the bottom there, so you can check all that out. Who is in some of those lists? The social day for one is Ashley Ash, Prisology, Crypto Class, X-Ray Vision, Pulse Disciple, Hex photographer, Casey the Exgan. Day 2 is KDP, Crypto Heartbeat, Big Kowalski. What was it? Timothy Benjamin, is it? Hex is the way. DJ Cryptomatic, Crypto Girl, Part Excellence, and DIY Investing. And then on the third social, was it? They got Crypto Copy, Johnny, Chaos, Hex is Live Warus, Dollar Cost Crypto, Westcott Crypto, Sticker Guy, Fashion Coder, Maddie, Allen, and so on. So there's quite a lot of influencers there. I think it's going to be over 100. And you can see a lot of people on this panel here. There's a little panel there of a whole ton of people there who are on the faces there. All right, that is pretty much it. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I did a big run through on that. How about that? It was like unexpected. So there we are. That is on Mally Allen's there for final speakers there. If you want to get a list of that, I'll copy that in. And Hex Conference coming up. Hex Conference that starts tomorrow. And bam, there we go. Give it a like, a share, and all that good stuff. The community plays a big role in growing the Pulsechain Hex community, so get out there and spread the word. Easy to do a repost or whatever. What else we got there? Brent says, will RH make an appearance? Well, I guess on that last day, right? That last day, that Richard Hart rewind or new material. We'll see what happens there. Is he going to make a big surprise appearance? Be pretty interesting. He certainly did his Christmas video the other day, which we reposted. Let's talk Hex, says Abdul, Fast Abdul. We got Magnus in the house as well. Hey, Suitman, good to see you, Magnus. And welcome to the chat. So that's kind of cool there. Like I say, I think some of the highlights for me, things that I'd be interested in personally on Saturday with, where was it on Saturday? Probably the Warus one there, Liquid Loans. Dates Sunday, the ones I'd be keen on, the Hex derivatives in the morning. And what else? What else in there? That's probably it for the Sunday for me. And a Monday, what do we got in there? Monday. Hex Scouts and Bucket Mentals there for Hex Bottomers in. That'd be interesting. The talk there with Dave Feather. So that morning session at 7, so that evening session at 7 o'clock looks pretty good. And of course, this session here with Crypto Heartbeat and Hex Token, that looks amazing at 9 p.m. there on Monday. Who doesn't want to miss that one? All right, then finally on Tuesday, what was the last one? Yeah, Tuesday there. There's something here that I liked. What was it particularly that was maybe this session? Maybe Richard Hart turns up at the end there in the 19 o'clock session. Let's see what happens there. Surprise. Maybe it will be an AI version of Richard. That'd be pretty funny. That'd be pretty funny there. All right, that is it. So that is I'll retweet that out too. All right, bam. That is pretty much it. Let's get and see if the Hex Daily stats is out. We got Pulsechain. Yeah, we got Pulsechain out. Yeah, like a boss. So what was that day? 238, the 5th of January. Price there at 84/100th of a penny. Pretty much flat today on the price. We've got the payout per T-share 6.736 Hex per T-share. We've been very spoiled on Pulsechain the last couple of days with these 7.6s, 7.7s, and we had a 9.8 even the other day. I mean, it's been very good rewards for T-share miners. And of course, at the moment, share rate, no change. 31,380 share rate on Pulsechain. 6.86 years is the average mining length with a 37.48% APY, like a boss. What else we got going on here? T-shares down 1,900. We've got 9,690,000 T-shares. Remember that historically on Ethereum, this would have been up at 11.2 million was the high. So really starting to move down now. So if you're T-share miner, you're doing pretty well, and the rewards are going up and away. So it's kind of cool. The lock percentage of coins, 9.75% of all Hex is locked at the moment. And the penalties at the moment, pretty modest today, 570,000 penalties. But the last couple of days, as I said yesterday, have been amazing. Look at 17 million, 20 million, 60 million. I mean, you can't be wrong with that. 7 million. These are pretty awesome rewards there. The liquid holders were up 4 liquid holders on Pulsechain and up 5 miners. We're at 124,500 miners on the old Pulsechain. That is results for day 238. And we've got Ethereum out too. So let's do that. It just came out. Ethereum there for day 1495 on Ethereum, because we're in the 5th year on Ethereum, of course. The 5th of January, we got the price there at, what's that, 46/100th of a penny, up 1.9%. And we've got the payout 6.738. That's the one that you care about when you buy Hex and burn it for T-shares. This is the number that you matters the most. 6.738 is the reward today per T-share of Hex payments. So pretty nice there. No change in the share rate at 31,400. What else there? And we got the average mining length 7.09 years. APY rate 39.19%. And I think we've got some comments I got to go through in the chat there because I see some funny comments. We got, I've changed my view. Look at my view. I'm down on the bottom left now, normally at the top left. It's a bit weird. We got down 3,000 T-shares. We got 9,674,000 T-shares. That looks pretty similar to Pulsechain, doesn't it? What is our Pulsechain T-shares? I think they've converged, haven't they? It's 9,690, and we got 9,674. Man, they converged. They're a lot closer together now. What's that? 16,000 T-shares. A difference. That's amazing. They used to be like 50,000 or something, so it's definitely come down a bit there. All right, so let's look at the locked percentage of coins. 9.31% of all hexes locked on the old Ethereum chain, and we got penalties are modest, 400,000. And even though those big penalties that we had on Pulsechain, we haven't really had them quite as big on Ethereum. Look at that, very modest penalties on the old Ethereum chain. Pulsechain, though, we had some big penalties. 65 million in the reward pool today. And the growth numbers up 21 liquid holders, down 17 miners on Ethereum. We got 119,260 miners on the Ethereum chain. There we go, folks. About 5,000 difference, of course, to the Pulsechain. We're on day 1496 and we're on day 239 on Pulsechain. And the price of Hex at the moment is so friendly for you to get T-shares at the moment. It's so friendly as we lead into the beginning of the bull market. And of course, the T-share price just for a spot T-share price at the moment is $146 on Ethereum and $264 on Pulsechain. I remind you that during the bull market in 21, it got up to $9,200 for a T-share at that time. So there we go. There's some contrast at the moment. It's very friendly indeed. Even with the share rate having risen to 31,380, it is a very friendly prices there at the moment. And the T-share payouts are going up all the time. And of course, we've seen quite a few penalties as people early in-stake. That means people with T-shares get more rewards. So it's kind of cool. Food for thought, right? Food for thought. That is hex.com, folks. Check it out. And of course, the links in the video description. If you've got any questions, get into our Discord. The links in the video description. And of course, we have a Hex crypto helpline, which is the only social community, I think, as I'm aware of, in the Pulsechain and Hex community that has one. We're the only one with a Hex, with a crypto helpline inside our Discord. So definitely join up. It is a great place to be. And let me spin myself here. Bam! There we go. I'm going to spin myself. And I don't really spin there, but you know what I was trying to say. All right, that is pretty much it. We're out 53 minutes on the hour. Let's see who else has jumped into the chat. And who else is here? Let's see what else. Let me know in the chat there what your favorite section you think will be, the one that you want to listen to on the Hex conference, if you remember. Let us know in the chat then. Fast Abdul says, Warris and I am Yellow Cake and will be the best one, says Fast Abdul. Nice one there, Warris. What else do we got? Sandy Beach says, I'll be there, says Sandy Beach. Nice. Feeder and Gamma says, Brennan, yeah, that would be a fun one. That would be a really good one. Sandy Beach says, yes, I usually pick and choose too, says Sandy Beach. Well, hey, look, you can watch the whole show. You got 4 days. You can watch every single session. But I just like some of the nerdy stuff. Yeah, Brennan says, I like the nerdy stuff. Lol. Yeah. That's me too. That's me. I'm in your camp. I'm not less about the social stuff and more about the nerdy stuff. What else there? PJ in the house there. Have to go. Wanted to say Happy New Year. Happy New Year to PJ McCarthy. And I wish you all the very best for this year. So go for gold and live long and prosper, as they say. Kind of cool. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed the day. Brennan certainly did. He's got a couple of funny faces there. So that's cool. All right. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, hit the bell. The Discord link is in the video description if you want to join a Discord. And I will catch you guys, I don't know, maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day. Who knows? We will see. But I'll be back again for the usual daily show. Maybe in 2 days' time. Is that right? Yeah. Maybe I'll take a day off tomorrow. We'll see. See what happens there. It's the holiday period after all. All right. Take care. And I'll be covering PulsePot tomorrow. I was just teasing you guys. What else there? And of course, the Hex token segment. Yeah, well, it was a bit slow on that one, Brendan. You're a bit slow on that one. We're about to exit the show. All right, let us get out of here. Let's go. Let's play some music on the way out there, and see what we got here. Some cool music. I'm gonna play. This is for Brennan. This is for you, Brennan. This is for you. No, actually, gonna play that at the end. So, Brennan, stay and watch till the end because I'm gonna play this for you. And in the meantime, here we go. Bam.
Here in my $3,000 Valentino Rockstud purse, my $3,000 Prada jacket, Prada shirt, $2,000 or $3,000 Prada pants, Prada glasses, Prada hat, Prada bracelet, and it's all Prada shirt, Prada hat, Prada glasses, Prada pants, and it's all nylon, so the haters' tears fall right off. Prada shirt, Prada hat, Prada glasses, Prada pants, and it's all nylon, so the haters' tears fall right off.
Lil Bubble, let me ride that rocket.